Hello and welcome to round 3 of the DilliDalli Cup, and this is a very important game. Of course, the XBX heads are currently 1-1. They lost a very tough battle, so they're still very much in this one. And TJ and Ecstasy, of course, are undefeated, so it'll be interesting if they can keep that going. If XBX lose this one, they're most likely, well, they definitely lose the chance in this tourney, but if they win, they can still be in it. First land from everyone. A lot of UEF in this, completely UEF from TJ and Ecstasy. DilliDalli going with Aeon, RedRage with UEF. I don't believe DilliDalli actually played Aeon in his previous games, but I could be wrong. Aggressive flare is going to try to sneak here in the back. Ecstasy looks like he didn't notice. See, an engineer from TJ is going to get the Hydra. It's usually a debate between players who gets this, really the safe Hydra. So the player who's facing the better opponent should really get this back part, get this power, which is very secure. It looks like very aggressive. Who are these? These are Mech Marines. Going straight after this engineer. RedRage is going to lose this Engie. DilliDalli going first to land. And this right here, Ecstasy, an extremely aggressive ACU. It's very nice to see. He basically cuts off any kinds of problems that he might have. He does give up quite a bit of build capacity, and that's a little surprising. He just came here and started running. He does have problems here in the back of his base. He killed off an engineer that was working on a mass extractor. He's going to go back, build a mass extractor. That's going to be killed very quickly by DilliDalli. ACUs, TJ and RedRage are going at it, both UEF. TJ very much inside RedRage's base. The one thing to note about the bottom side here, much more aggressive with ACU. It looks like DilliDalli is going to try to pick up that Hydra. Nice position for a raider here from DilliDalli. And strikers from Ecstasy and Auroras as well. Gotta try to keep those away. So this is very nice positioning from Ecstasy, using his ACU up front, hitting the Auroras, and the Auroras really should be on the other side here, fighting the other tanks using the range instead of being in range of the ACU. But really, this mountain is what makes that difficult. And now the Aurora's using the range. This is where they're going to be really effective. RedRage, 4-line factories. This is going to have a significant amount of tanks. This pocket looks like it is going to belong to DilliDalli. DilliDalli with the Auroras have to be respected. A point defense for DilliDalli, and a point defense, very defensive point defense from Ecstasy. Ecstasy in quite a bit of trouble. But now the Auroras, they got to keep kiting, and a point defense. DilliDalli has just been playing excellent. I did not expect this high level of gameplay from him, but I really got to respect him now. Here comes a point defense. Let's see if DilliDalli makes a couple artilleries. And this is beautiful from DilliDalli. All Auroras, except for a single art. No, we got 2 arties. Looks like he's making quite a few just to take out this point defense. But in the beginning, it was mostly Auroras, and that's what you need to be respected. Ecstasy forcing DilliDalli to retreat a little bit. And now we got RedRage 4-line factories versus coming up for the 5th. Similar numbers. So it looks like the Hydra is going to belong to TJ, and the Hydra is going to belong to DilliDalli. DilliDalli with a pretty big advantage with that power. And here, this was also belonging to DilliDalli. DilliDalli with a huge power advantage. No, actually, this is for Escape. Yeah, so you can see how this bottom side is sharing the Hydras. DilliDalli needs to capture this position. Looks like he's got engineers moving in that direction. Point defense has been destroyed. Ecstasy forced to cancel his upgrade. DilliDalli now moving in, and Auroras the large numbers really become a very big threat. See, they're shooting at range. Strikers aren't doing anything, they're just getting killed. And Aurora's doing the killing. A little difficult with both players being green here, but DilliDalli retreating, 11 kills, 10 kills. It looks like TJ here ran into some trouble. I missed that. And yeah, and actually both ACUs quite low on health. DilliDalli now is gonna get an upgrade. Strikers in close proximity to Auroras may be a bit of a mistake. All ACUs very close, and looks like Ecstasy realizing he's not going to be able to hold on much longer, and that's the power of Aeon on flat ground. Tech 2 land now from TJ. TJ really needs to take this Tech 2 land and try to help out his ally. These will outrange the Auroras, so this is a really good counter. But the RedRage here, once he gets Tech 2 point defenses, it'll be very difficult for TJ. TJ not getting any upgrades, but he does have Tech 2 land. We've now seen DilliDalli run Ecstasy over. Ecstasy should have gun for gun or something like that. I think he was trying to, but the aggression from DilliDalli prevented him from doing so. The gun with the UEF ACU, one shot, one kill against the Auroras and superior range, really turns the table on Aeon, but he wasn't able to do so. Mongo's having some success against the RedRage, and the RedRage actually with the gun. See the Mongoose, superior range, point defense here. And it's really going to take a massive attack here from RedRage to even this out. Maybe together with Ecstasy. Looks like Ecstasy is going for suicide. He's going to try to take out this force so that TJ can come in and clean up. But TJ's now has a huge problem. You see DilliDalli with the gun. There goes Ecstasy. But DilliDalli here at the back door of TJ. It is officially a 2v1. XBX. Yeah, so in all likelihood, this is both teams are going to be 2-1 after 3 rounds. It'll be a very critical third round, or fourth round. DilliDalli looks like he's got both guns in the Aeon. TJ getting sandwiched, although he does have Tech 2 land, so he should be able to live for at least a little while longer. Shields from TJ. Also some pillars. DilliDalli has to take care of his Auroras and not getting outranged. Yeah, nice use of his ACU against the Mongoose. RedRage now going for Tech 2. This is a big push against DilliDalli. DilliDalli could get himself in a lot of trouble. Oh, this could be terrible for DilliDalli. 36 kills. He does have the Auroras, but he is facing Tech 2. 37 kills, but the overcharges. One thing that I didn't like for TJ's micro there, he didn't try to block DilliDalli. If he could have blocked him. But DilliDalli was walking away the whole time, 45 kills. And given the... But those... Oh, this is very timely... veterancy there. Of course, meanwhile, TJ is in the process of losing his base, so a nice attack, but maybe a lot of blocking would have ended DilliDalli's game. But even if he would have killed him, RedRage was in good enough position, good enough tech to finish TJ off, and that's exactly what he's doing now. TJ 29 kills in between 2 enemies, and he throws in the towel. Last game of round 3. We're now on to round 4 here in the DilliDalli Cup.